Okay, I'm going to shoot this tree here. It's close to the high output power lines, and there are houses there. It's a neighborhood, but that tree right there is full of white orbs, and you can see them. You can see all the organisms, and you can see the white orbs. How many there are? Just on that one tree. Look at that. That's just one tree. Those are all clusters, just like the ones that are glowing, and each one can glow anytime they want. That's a whole line of clusters right there. That whole tree there is full of them. You can just see how many. Those are all clusters. All clusters. And all around them are all the orbs, just rotating counterclockwise. They're doing counterclockwise revolutions and orbits. Everything is counterclockwise. That's one of the ways they're not subject to the Earth's gravity. The other way is they can reverse their polarity and repel. All through electromagnetic energy. They use electromagnetic energy in everything that they do. Look at all the clusters. And look at all the entities. That's just one tree. And look at the tree next to it. They come in white and black and transparent. And you can see the black ones on the tree and the transparent ones orbiting around counterclockwise. Some of the black ones are orbiting counterclockwise as well. All those trees belong to them, right in the middle of our neighborhoods. There's not one tree that's not inundated with these entities all over the place. All of Toronto is like this. There is no place that doesn't have them. No place. There's another tree. Check out how many. Check out how many that is. Every single tree. Look at all the clusters. Look at all the clusters. They look like pods. And each one is full of orbs. And they're at a high frequency. They're vibrating so fast. They're at a very high frequency. Their harmonics are variable depending on how many orbs are in each of those clusters. They can go slow, fast, in between, or stop altogether and don't move, and then they're really hard to see. But you can see them while they're moving, even when they're transparent. You can just see how many of them are on that tree. The whole tree is full. Over here, next to, this is a street light. Okay, they're all over the street light, even though it's not even on yet. And those trees right next to it, look how many. They're always around electricity, because they draw power from all the electric power lines, all the street lights, any other lights in the city. They're always around the electricity in whatever shape and form they can find it, because they draw off energy. Half of the electricity that's produced by all the generators in Toronto goes to them. They just sap it right out. Okay, here's a big tower. That's where they're all around. Look at how many in that tree. Those are all clusters. These are all different trees, and they're all right next to each other, and they're all full of clusters. And what's worse, the air is full of those small orbs, and that's right by the tower. And what that tower has on top is high tension wires, and those are high power electric lines that feed the other side of the city from a generating station. Let's see these evergreens. Okay, they're full of them too. There are no trees in Toronto that don't have these on them because the air is so full of them. Just enormous numbers. The numbers are so large that you can't even count how many there are. There are just enormous numbers on every single tree, on every single building, on everything. There's no denying it. Denying it would be foolish, because they're certainly not here to play nice. Think of all the mass and weight they have when they get all together and want to do something. They could move mountains. That's how many of them there are. Okay, so that's a totally different part of the city. That's south of me. The glowing cluster was to the west of me. I'm going to turn it around and go to the east end. Let's see what I can find on the east end. Just want to tighten the camera. Okay, there's a big residential building. Let's see what's on the trees there. Okay, they're full too. And that's a residential building just like mine. And you can just see all of them. The trees are full of clusters. All the trees, not just one or two. No matter where you go. You can just see how many clusters there are on every single thing in sight. And ignoring these things is not going to make them go away. Something's got to be done. Look how many there are, all over. All over. Everywhere you look. Makes no difference where I point the camera. They're all over the place. Even all over the building. It doesn't matter. They're on everything. There's no difference, a tree or a building. To them it's all the same. Mostly they're in the air. I'm going to go further east. Okay. Those trees are full too. Just check out all of them. They don't even look like tree branches anymore. I think these things eat all the trees and then pretend to be trees themselves. Those sure don't look like any branches when you get close to them. Look at all the clusters on every single branch. Every single branch. No exception. Every single branch. No exception whatsoever. Okay, so that was the east side.